black. The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear, damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 139 after yesterday's chaos and madness. Of course, you know today I checked the internet twice before the market opened up just to make sure we didn't have a repeat. Anyway, the market started off slow. I had to wait and really be patient before I got my first entry. Once we got it, we was able to smoke them and finish the week out strong. Now I'm going to tell you exactly how we finished the week out. And today, Midday market recap. Finally answering the question that many people who have subscribed to this channel have asked me, do I give training for these small account stuff? And I'm going to be starting that. First, I need to see if there's real interest in it. So in the comment section below, put the word interested, and then I know if people are really interested, because I know there are traders who don't have a lot of money and they would like to learn how to grow their small amount of money into a large amount of money and then take it on their own. Anyway, that's what I'm speaking to. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. Only got into 4 trades. Like I said, reason being, and the first trade was a very late trade because I had to wait for my edge to be present. If the market don't present my edge, no opportunity. So that's what happened. And I'm going to show you the importance today of key levels. You're going to see exactly why that's so important. All right, here we go. Let's pull the charts up. The first candle that starts the market is at 9:30 is a red candle, and it's pretty big too. Let me know bids are in control. The very next candle opens up 9:30, closes at 9:35. You know, that's the candle I'm watching. That's my favorite candle of the day because it lets me know what's gonna be my key levels. On that candle, we get an upper wick but no lower wick. So I set the upper key level. But because I already had a key level, a daily key level set on my chart already, that became my lower key level for the day. So now I got my upper key and lower key level. So if it don't get above that or below that confidently, no trade for me. All right, the very next candle. Watch how long this stays between the key levels. Why it took me so long to get my first trade. On the very next candle, opens up 35, closes at 40. It sits right on the key level. The upper wick breaks it, but it doesn't close above it, so no trade. The very next candle opens up 40, closes at 45, stays within between the key levels, so no trade. The very next candle opens up 45, closes by 50, once again in between the key levels, so no trade. And believe it or not, the very next candle opens up 50, closes at 55, comes all the way down to the 200. This one would have been a fake out breakout move, but because I was patient and because of yesterday, I made sure to really stay in tune with my strategy. It comes all the way down. It wasn't confident. It didn't break the key level, so no trade. The very next candle opens up 55, closes at 10 o'clock. We're starting to come back up to the upper key level, but it doesn't break it, so no trade. The very next candle opens up 10 o'clock, closes at 10:05. It pops to the key level, but doesn't break, so no trade. The very next one opens up 10:05, closes at 10:10. The upper wick breaks through the key level, but doesn't close it. So what that means, no trade. Here we go. So on to the next candle, the one that opens up 10:10 and closes at 10:15. Now we start to reverse back down again. The key level acts like a level of resistance now, stopping it from going up. But I don't like trade in between that. I want to trade outside of it. So anyway, at 10:15, it closes. No trade. The very next candle opens up 10:15, closes at 10:20. This one is a bigger candle, pretty strong, but it doesn't break the key level on the lower key level, so no trade. Closed at 10:20. The very next candle opens up at 10:20, closes at 10:25. This one finally breaks the lower key level, but I gotta wait till the candle closed. The candle closed at 10:25. Now we got our first set up for our first entry. The very next candle opens up 25, closes at 30. I jump in at 10:26. I ride this bad boy down all the way to 10:27 and 33 seconds, and we get out for our first green trade of the day. Had to be patient. P-A-Y. Had to be patient for me to be paid today on that move. like to begin on my first trade, because you know now I'm kind of sitting in the driver's seat. So now it's up to me to decide if I want to keep trading or end the day green. Small green, so we keep going. The very next trade was SPY to the upside. All right, cool. Here we go. 1029. All right, so we got out of that candle at 1027. 1027 to the downside. The candle continues going down. I jump back in at 1029. And as you can see, it was a strong push down. And what happens? It begins to reverse. And I jumped in as it was on that push down at 1029. It pushes right back up. I get out at 1030 as the candle closed right under the key level for my second green trade. So now we sitting pretty. I'm like, all right, cool. Coach, do we keep going? Coach said, let's keep going. We got to bring some green in. All right, the very next trade we lost on. And I don't know how we lost, but it happens. I think I got too overconfident and started fiddling and faddling. All right, cool. All right. Okay, cool. So the very next trade was SPY to the upside. The previous one we got out at 1030. And in 5 seconds, the next one we jumped in 1030, 53 seconds. This one we lost on. Because of that lower wick on the previous candle, I'm thinking we getting a reverse, breaking back through my lower key level. I jumped in at 10:30 and 53 seconds for the push through. We get a push through, and what happens? It begins to reverse my lower key level, act like a good level of resistance. I'm like, dag. So I hold this bad boy all the way to the candle close and get out at 1036. So we lose some of the profits from the morning, from the first two trades, but we're still good. Because like I say, it wasn't a really thick candle, but enough to make me somewhat sad a little bit, giving back some of the profits. It's all right. And it was on the last trade, we smoked them. All right, here we go. The last trade was on SPY to the upside at 1037. All right, cool. At that candle closed at 1035, the very next candle opens up 35, closes at 40. This bad boy squeezing down heavy. I wait for a little bit just to get to see what it's going to do. As it begins to reverse a little bit, I jumped in at 1037 and 37 seconds. It's still going down. I'm red a little bit, but I got confident that we are going to come back up, because you can see on that lower wick, we pushing back up at 1038. I add a contract. I'm like, all right, cool. So now we got two contracts on this bad boy. The candle closes at 40. The very next candle opens up 40, closes at 45. At 41, I see we get a green candle. I add another contract. So now we got three contracts on this bad boy, and this bad boy begins to squeeze. You can see this candle kind of thick. It squeezes up with the three contracts, and I have a good course basis, and we smoke them. And we get out at 1044 and 36 seconds, and that was the last trade of the day. You can see it there. Bang! We was able to finish the week out strong. Of course, you know, yesterday made me tight, but it's all right. We are still moving in the right direction. Somebody asked me in the comments, how much money did I start this account with? It was about $300. So to be where we at now, it was a fight. And if you've been with this channel for a long time, it's only one level I will never forget. It was the $600 level. Man, that level was tough. Well, right now, the $2,300 level is starting to act like that, because we got there, got pushed back down. We got there and got pushed back down. Well, we on our way back up there again, so let's see if we can crack through, because I still have nightmares about the $600 level, because some levels, for some reason, they just be tough to get through. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'm still working on that training because it's coming out great. Hope you guys are expecting that, and that'll be out not very, very soon. All right, y'all. Peace.